The political landscape is shifting. A new battle rages not over policies but over words. The woke right has emerged, mirroring the left in its pursuit of linguistic control. This movement, fueled by a sense of grievance and a desire to reshape the narrative, seeks to redefine acceptable discourse. Former President Trump, once a champion of free speech, has taken a central role in this linguistic shift. His administration implemented restrictions on language, particularly concerning gender and diversity. Words like equity, transgender, and anti-racist were scrubbed from federal websites, echoing the earlier efforts of the woke left to police language. This linguistic crackdown extends beyond abstract terms. Trump, in a move reminiscent of the left's renaming efforts, pushed to rechristen the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America. This attempt to rewrite geography, while ultimately unsuccessful, underscores the right's embrace of language as a tool of control. The parallels between the woke right and its left-wing counterpart are striking. Both camps share a focus on identity politics, albeit from different perspectives. Both engage in historical revisionism, seeking to mold the past to fit their narratives. And both are willing to silence dissenting voices, albeit through different means. The woke left's language policing, which began years earlier, focused on similar themes of social justice and inclusivity. The capitalization of Black, the use of Latinx, and the push for pronoun displays were all part of this effort to reshape language. While these movements were often framed as promoting sensitivity and respect, critics argued that they were ultimately about controlling thought by dictating language. The woke right has adopted a similar playbook, albeit with a different set of terms and targets. The focus has shifted from race and gender identity to concepts like patriotism, traditional values, and American exceptionalism. Words and phrases that challenge these ideas are deemed out of bounds, and those who utter them are branded as enemies. The woke right's embrace of language policing has not gone unnoticed. Critics, including some free speech advocates, have pointed out the hypocrisy of a movement that once championed free expression now engaging in censorship. The inconsistency is stark. Trump, who signed an executive order supposedly aimed at restoring free speech, oversaw an administration that actively suppressed certain viewpoints. James Lindsay, a prominent critic of both the woke left and woke right, highlighted this contradiction by submitting a satirical manuscript to a conservative publication. Lindsay rewrote the Communist Manifesto, replacing Marxist terminology with the language of the woke right. His goal was to expose the absurdity of both movements' attempts to control language and, by extension, thought. The public, too, has begun to push back against the excesses of wokeness from both sides of the political spectrum. Polls suggest growing disapproval of both left-wing and right-wing attempts to police language and silence dissent. This backlash suggests that Americans, despite their political differences, still value open discourse and the free exchange of ideas. The battle over language is a symptom of a deeper societal divide. The woke right and woke left, despite their ideological differences, both reflect a growing intolerance of opposing viewpoints. This polarization, fueled by social media and partisan news outlets, makes it increasingly difficult to find common ground and engage in civil discourse. The consequences of this linguistic arms race are far-reaching. It stifles debate, chills free speech, and creates a climate of fear and suspicion. In such an environment, nuanced discussion becomes impossible, and the search for truth becomes secondary to the pursuit of ideological purity. The path forward is not clear. But one thing is certain: a society that values free expression must find a way to bridge the divide and rediscover the lost art of civil discourse. The future of our democracy may depend on it.